Hey everybody, Isaac from Alchemy here, coming at you with the first in our series of devlog videos. This week I'd like to talk to you about what's new in the platform and what's coming up next, and sort of just try out this new format as a way to get some of the features and the new releases out in front of you in a more visual way than our usual changelog. Don't worry, the changelog's still there. It'll still be posted to Discord every week. We'll likely be pulling that into the platform in a more meaningful way in the future as well. But this is another way to get some of the stuff out to you all, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's dive right in. New this week is game invites. If you've GM'd a game on Alchemy, you know what it's like to invite someone to a game. We've made that, I think, a little bit easier this week. When you go to create a game, you've now, let's call this game Devlog 0. We'll just create this game as is. The first thing that happens when you launch a new game is you get this new alert asking you to summon your party. Great thing to do. Doesn't even require a sacrifice. Just share the link below to invite your players to the game. So you can click this box to copy that link to your clipboard and share that with them however you'd like. You can send it to them in a text message. You could send it to them in an email. You could write it down on a piece of paper and give them that piece of paper. Just keep it secret, keep it safe. This is like a password to allow anyone in the world to get into your game, so you don't want that to go into the wrong hands. Feel free to join this game if you'd like. I'm going to delete it right after this. So copy that, send it to them, and then when they get it, I'm going to jump over to another profile here. They just need to put that into their browser and hop on in there. And we'll see now that on this profile, my test account has joined Devlog 0, and I'm being asked to create a new character. So we'll just pick one from my library to keep it going quick here. Now I've got Jazz Underleaf in the game. And easy as that, we're off and running, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go back over to the GM side here. You can see that Jazz is in the game. If I click Add Players, this is going to launch the Edit Game screen. You'll notice here that this has been redesigned a little bit. We've got that link up at the top here on the Players tab. So you can copy this and send it to people. And you can also continue inviting them by username like you used to be able to do, but it's a bit more prominent now on this form. So I'm going to go ahead and add Chris to this game. Chris Eddy right there. Just click that invite link and he's in the game. One of the problems we've had in the past is this staged those updates to the game, and so you had to click the button at the bottom to save it. We did that because of email invites being kind of a not very undoable thing. But now that you can just invite people by link or by username, it's pretty easy to remove people. But again, be careful with that link. So those additions to the game happen instantly now. That about covers it for game invite links. You can manage players here as well like you used to be able to. You can remove them from the game or change them to a game master if you want them to be the game master of the game that you're running. So next up in the game experience, something that you all have been asking for quite a while is the ability for the GM to assign a character to a player in their game. So this is a great example. I've got Chris in the game here, but he has no character selected. So to create a character for him as the GM, I simply click on him in the party panel and click play. And that's going to bring up the same character creation modal that we all know and love. I can create something for him from scratch. I can create from my library, or if I had universes configured here, I'd be able to select pre-mades, but there's not any universes selected here. So we'll go into my character library and we'll grab one of my favorite characters that I've used in a game in the past, Anders Brightwood, human bard / fighter. And easy as that, Chris now has Anders Brightwood as his character. He's got the full character sheet and all of his actions and abilities are just ready to go. Chris can jump in here and start editing this character as he sees fit, or just play it as is for a one-shot, for example. So really great new way for GMs out there to do a bit more of the prep work for their players. And I hope you all enjoy that. Okay, cool. Next up, we've got a new feature in Universe, and that's the Assets tab in Universe. This is rounding out what we're calling our version 1 release for universes. We think it's pretty much complete. There's still plenty to do here, plenty of cool new things to add, but this is the bare bones, what we need to build out content. Let's create a new universe. We'll call it Devlog 0. And inside this universe, there's a new tab called Assets. This has been available to founders for about a week. It's going to be going out to all of you today, December 16, Friday. If we click in here, we can upload an asset. We're going to take a great map from Chepeku called Impact Site. And we see our upload indicator here spinning away as that animated asset file gets uploaded, and now it's available. So we've got asset name and the artist name is unknown. We can click into that asset and edit the metadata about it and also preview what it looks like. This happens to be a video file that is an animated map. Love this one. So if we click in, we can change the asset name. We can give the artist some credit if we've uploaded this ourselves for our own personal use. And we can throw in some tags like map, burning airship, grass, I guess, and just kind of categorize that stuff. So now we've got this asset in the universe. What does that mean? Well, you can do things with it in the universe. Like if you were to create any scenes in the universe, you could pull that asset in. Or where it gets really interesting is when you have a new game. We'll make a new one here, or we'll just jump into Devlog 0. And we change the contents for this game to include the Devlog 0 universe. Now when I go to add a scene, you'll notice that there are no scenes from my connected universes. But if I create a scene from scratch and I choose, this is a tactical map, so I think I'll just show it as the environment background because that will work. So when you click the button there, it shows you all of the assets, not just from your library, which is what you're used to seeing, but from the connected universes as well. So I can go ahead and click this animated map from Chepeku and put it as the environment visual. So I don't have to create that on my individual scene itself. And if we click play on that, we've now got that animated background. Again, this is a map. It would make more sense in the tactical map setting, but that's that. All right, last up this week is the new Purchases tab. So if I go over to my user profile and click on the Purchases tab, we'll see everything that I've ever purchased on the platform or redeemed via a redemption code. So we have a nice list of what you bought, when you bought it, and how much you spent. So you can see and reminisce about all the cool things. This will include subscription updates going forward. They should have started being saved around mid-November 2022. Subscription updates prior to that won't show up here. But this is a great spot to check in on the things that you've purchased. So give it a look. All right. Up next for us at Alchemy for the development team, we are working on the ability to upload multiple assets at once. Right now on that Assets tab, you have to click each individual asset, upload it, wait for it. But coming out very soon is the ability to select multiple assets in a folder and upload all of those at one time. And possibly the most exciting Alchemy news to date is that we are officially working on systemless games. And we hope to have support for them by December 27th. That's our current timeline for shipping the very first minimum viable product version of systemless games. You'll be able to get in, create a game with the systemless game rules enabled, and build out character sheets and everything you need to play a very basic systemless game. We'll be adding a ton more to that in 2023, but the basics are going to be there very soon. And of course, we're always focused on bug fixes and performance improvements, so we'll be squashing those bugs as we go. Okay, that wraps it up for this episode. Thanks for watching, and get out there and play some games with your friends on Alchemy. Thank you.